Hi guys, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with part 3 of my August book haul. I have a further 4 books to show you, 3 of which I bought myself and 1 of which was a gift from my husband Duncan. So thank you very much, Duncan. The first one that I'm going to show you was actually the gift from Duncan, so let's get into it. It's a letter from Birmingham jail by Martin Luther King Jr. I have never read anything by Martin Luther King Jr. He was a very famous activist against racism and inequality, and I look so forward to getting to this. This landmark missive from one of the greatest activists in history calls for direct, non-violent resistance in the fight against racism and reflects on the healing power of love. I cannot wait to get to this. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So yeah, a letter from Birmingham jail by Martin Luther King Jr. The next one is a book that it's a set of 2 books that I saw online on eBay, and I had to have them because I've never seen even one edition of this at the price that I found this at, and I'm so excited. It's one of the Green Penguin books, well, 2 of the Green Penguin books, and the first one is the Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. These are gorgeous. These are the first Green Penguins that I have in my library. I've never had any more. I've never seen any. Whenever I do see them online, they're always mega expensive. I got both of these for $7.99 and I couldn't believe my luck. I almost broke my finger pressing the buy it now button. But yeah, that's just me. So maybe I'll learn to speak next. The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. I love these. These are absolutely gorgeous. I don't think there's a synopsis. Oh no, there is. 11 exciting adventures from the crowded life of Sherlock Holmes are narrated by his faithful companion and chronicler, Dr. Watson. This selection of episodes in the life of the greatest of all detectives shows his great individuality and daring, as well as his marvellous deductive powers. Also available in the series is the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes, number 805 in the series, containing 12 more intriguing mysteries. For a complete list of books available, please write to Penguin Books, whose address can be found on the back of the title page. I wonder if that address still exists and if they're still in the same place. So the next one is the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and I would imagine that it will say exactly the same. These 12 tales bring the career of the amazing Sherlock Holmes to a close. He began his adventures, wrote the author in his preface to the 1927 edition, in the very heart of the later Victorian era, carried it through the all-too-short reign of Edward, and has managed to hold his own little niche even in these feverish days. That too modest claim holds as true today as ever. Sherlock Holmes is not only a household word in this country of his origin, but an international figure in crime fiction. Will never be surpassed by the detectives who came after him. He is and will remain unique in these stories. Holmes exercises his remarkable powers of deduction in solving murders, disappearances, and other mysteries, to the satisfaction and entertainment of the reader. And that's a quote by the British Book News. For a complete list of books available, please write to Penguin Books, whose address can be found on the back of the title page. I'm gonna see if I can find that and write to that address. And just for a laugh, just for fun. You know, I might get a reply. So that is the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And the last one I have to show you in this mini haul is Flèche by Mary Jean Chan. I have heard so many good things about this book. It's a collection of poetry, and I'm sure that the word flesh, it doesn't mean flesh as in skin, but the way it's pronounced it kind of does, so that kind of plays into the nature of the poetry. I'm fairly certain, I might be getting that wrong, but I'm fairly certain, and that idea really interests me. I find it incredibly intriguing. Bookish pet peeve. There is a sticker on the book. I hope it's one of the easy peels because I can't bear it. I will cry forever if it tears when I take it off because I can't bear to have it on. If it were printed on, it would have to stay, but yeah, it's a stuck-on one, so it will be getting removed. Poetry Book Society recommendation. Flèche, the French word for arrow, is an offensive technique. I'll start again. Flèche, the word for arrow, is an offensive technique commonly used in fencing, a sport of Mary Jean Chan's young adult years, when she competed locally and internationally for her home city, Hong Kong. This cross-linguistic pun presents the queer, non-white body as both vulnerable, flesh, and weaponized, flesh, and evokes the difficulties in reconciling one's need for safety alongside the desire to shed one's protective armour in order to fully embrace the world. Central to the collection is the figure of the poet's mother, whose fragmented memories of political turmoil in 20th century China are sensitively threaded through the book in an 8-part poetic sequence, combined with recollections from Chan's own childhood. As complex themes of multilingualism, queerness, psychoanalysis, and cultural history emerge, so too does a richly imagined personal, maternal, and national biography. The result is a series of poems that feel urgent and true, dazzling and devastating by turns. Sparkling and vulnerable, the arrival of an essential new voice, and that's a quote from someone called Sarah Ho, or How. I look so forward to getting to this because I've heard so many people say that it is just incredible, it's stunning, and hopefully again the sticker will peel off easily because, issues. So that is my little mini part 3 of my August book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye bye.